Hey everyone, welcome back for episode 6, I guess this would start off with, of Link to the Past. This is Idrin. We've got Ambi here.
Hello.
And this time in the third slot, we've got a guest from another group. We've got only guy brave enough to use his real name in these, Chris from Sweet Fighters.
Alright, nice to be here. Thanks for that introduction. You're calling me brave, I guess. Well, you know. I just didn't have the imagination of thinking of a different name, so there you go.
Well, you used to, but I don't know if you want me to promote that one.
Nah, it's fine. So you're playing this on the DS, you told me?
The
right?
GBA version.
Ah, right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Since we're going with something that's more lore heavy, I figured you should use a version with the most up-to-date translation.
Right, yeah. Well, there might be the spots where I don't recognize the translation, because I played this game a lot as a kid, so...
Yeah. Do you have much Zelda experience in general, then?
I'd say I've played my share.
Okay.
Definitely. Not the later titles, and never did the Oracle games, but yeah, the ones I've done.
Well, we'll be getting into those soon enough, so you might be around for those as well.
Yeah. Watch out for that blue guy, by the way. He is a meanie.
He is.
He is a blue meanie, even.
Teamed up with Jambi the Genie.
I mean, I think Zelda looks really cool in this game, right?
You mean their sprite design?
Yeah, he's got the green cap, you know, it bobs when he's moving around. Zelda is a cool guy. This is Zelda, right? And
Yes, yeah, this is Zelda.
Yeah, awesome.
And we're going to rescue the princess.
Princess Link, right?
I think it's
That's
Link.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Link.
If I can remember how to... Oh, that's right, I have to go around there.
I never actually had the problem with the name, but I mean, you guys were talking about the manuals before, right?
Yeah.
They were always mentioning his name in the game, in the manuals, so I never had that problem, but I guess some people never read them.
If you're not that familiar with the game itself, then I could understand it.
Yeah, I suppose. So,
I am totally lost.
yeah,
Okay, there you go.
what have you gotten so far? Do you have any of the necklaces, or...?
We finished the Eastern Palace last time, so
Oh,
we've got
right,
the
right,
first Pendant Palace. We've got a good amount of inventory right now.
Mhm.
Next up would be going to the Desert Palace, but... Oh, that's not the wrong one.
You need a book,
But-
right?
Yep, need to get that first. And
Yeah.
there's also something else I want to get to before then.
What could that possibly be?
There was something in the cave with the ice rod that I tried to get before and screwed up because I forgot how you actually get it.
Well, I don't really... I mean, I think last time I played this game was maybe somewhere around 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's I had a phase where I literally replayed all my old SNES games, but that was a long time ago. So, but Ambi, you've never played any of these?
No, I have not.
That is
Totally new to this.
that is bonkers. Literally whack.
Well, I had never had like a games console until
Oh yeah.
the Game Boy Advance. And then that was mostly just as
Killer.
Pokemon was coming out.
Oh right, you got. Oh yeah, that's a good place to start, really.
Yeah.
I had youthful and awesome parents who wanted to play games, so I got to sit in and watch them play Zelda.
Mine used to, but after NES, they kind of went out of it.
All right.
I guess we were...
Yeah.
They always said we were good enough that they couldn't keep up with us.
Oh wow, that's a compliment. My parents would get all their friends together and they'd play Zelda 2, and they'd just sit there, 6 people in front of the television, all grown-ups. They're like, "Mom, can I play the NES?" They're like, "Go to your room." Mommy's fighting Ganondorf.
Okay, so before I tried using the magical powder on this, and that was completely wrong.
She didn't send me to her. Andrea is also providing some commentary as well in the background. I don't know if you guys heard her.
Vaguely.
Yeah, she just mentioned that she don't think my mom would have done that. Clearly, she doesn't know my mom that well.
I think I might have been wrong about this too. I thought it turned out that you have to use a bomb here.
You do not. You should totally poke her with your sword.
Oh, is that it?
No. But it does look very
Oh,
disturbing.
there we go. Pegasus. That's what it is.
The what now?
The
All
Pegasus
right, yeah.
boots.
Oh, that's a golden bee. What does that do?
What it does, so we encountered a bee the last time, and if you do manage to catch one, you can stick it in a bottle, and it will kill various monsters for a short period of time around you. The golden bee lasts a lot longer, though.
Huh, I never found that. When do you know?
That's, I think, the only place you can actually get one.
Huh. Golden bee. Jesus. Huh. This game is just full of surprises. Why did you... Alright.
Jesus Christ, the bee murders shit.
Wow, it's relentless. It's just chasing them down.
It's just like, hey, I know you can't see it, but I know there's a thing here, and it must die.
Oh, you caught it again. Nice.
Yep.
That's a killer bee. And I'm
nice
not talking about the Raptor. Sorry, what?
I'm just saying it's a nice thing to keep around. It's handy.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, last time I actually saw someone playing the Link Between Worlds version of this game, but that's pretty different, isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, it's not even a remake or anything. That's actually a sequel to this game.
Right, but it does have sort of the same dungeons.
Oh, yep. It was meant as a spiritual sequel, kind of.
Right, yeah.
I think it might even have been an anniversary. I don't remember for sure.
It's cool though. It's very. I like the way they use 2D walls to move around. It's a neat little feature.
Oh hey, missed this before.
What?
The door.
Oh yeah, you can blow it up.
Huh. I think the only Zelda I've even actually seen a Let's Play of would be Four Swords, the 4-player one, the one with the Giga Quad set up to record.
That was something by Metabot and My Name is Kaz and whatnot. They had this crazy setup so they could record 4 GBAs off of Game Boy players at once.
This is awesome.
Four Swords.
Are you sure that Golden Bee is in the original Zelda?
It is. I've actually.
That's crazy. Because you had a glittery stone there as well. I'm like, I don't ever.
Oh no, that the glittery stone is new. I have no idea what that's about, except if you hit it with your sword and rupees appear.
Huh.
I don't know if there's something more to it or not.
I don't like this new stuff in old games. I don't recognize it. Oh, it did. Yeah, you're right.
A green bomb.
Yeah, it just take a while to blow up, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not mature yet.
You still need some time to ripen.
Yeah.
It did look pretty green.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go get the book.
Yep. And we did see it last time, so not as big a mystery as I was sarcastic about.
Ah. Here I am thinking I'm all that, knowing everything about this game, and you've already shown them the stuff. Aw, thank you.
So, this is what you use to decode the Hylian signs that you see rarely now and there. We encountered one last time. We took a visit up to the shrine where the Master Sword is.
Yeah. Isn't that how you always get books in the library? You just go there and you just run straight into a shelf, and whatever you need falls down.
Yeah. You just pick the one that landed perfectly, or the one that is a different color than all the others, and you're like, just what I was looking for.
Yeah, exactly. This one stands out. It is not part of the background. I mean, if you're playing it emulated, you can always turn off certain layers and be like, oh yeah, that book is not part of that layer. I'm going to use it. Sorry, emulated. I mean, hypothetically, of course. I would never emulate a game. Oh, you have the magic powder.
Yep.
Have you made any grouches yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh, man, I missed... You only put up 2 episodes, though.
They're going up slow. I'm doing 2 a week.
Oh, alright.
So you won't see this one until February.
Oh, February? Really? What am I even doing here? You can just post-process me in it.
I'll just grab them out of your videos.
Yeah, just provide random commentary. Like, this party is cool. I am playing Bloodborne. I mean, Zelda. You can just superimpose your voice over mine. Like, I love Zelda.
Speaking of, you want to promote any of your current LPs or ones that might be going then?
Sorry, what?
You go ahead first, Andy.
Oh, I was going to say Zelda would probably be pretty hard to grab many of the videos. So you might have to just splice that together from different audio clips.
Yeah, probably.
Zelda.
Like C, and I don't know where I'd get the other sounds from.
Old.
Yeah, say it a lot. Are you okay? Are you okay, Chris? I love Zelda. Yeah, we know. You get a little bit lazy. You don't do any more sounds.
What else do you really need?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just here to I don't even know why I'm here. Why am I here?
You're here to talk about a video game.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Where's the world coming to? So in true Let's Play fashion, let's talk about a game that's not related to this. Are you guys excited for the Final Fantasy VII remake?
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, me too actually. Oh, do not remove this sign.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. If you do that, he just follows you around, I think, until you go into a cave, and he basically gets in your way very annoyingly.
Oh, that sounds like fun. You should do it.
I'll do it on the way out.
Alright, cool.
There's a cave right here.
Yeah, but I might be wrong about what triggers him stopping.
No, I think if you move to another screen, I think.
I'm pretty sure he even follows you off screen.
Huh. Crazy.
That's why I don't want to mess with it until after we finish the dungeon.
I guess that's wise.
Yeah.
You were yeah.
So what I was saying earlier, is there any specific things you might want to promote while you're here? I mean, that's the whole reason you're here, right?
Yeah, of course. Any PR is good PR, really. No, I mean, I just like people to watch our stuff, but I mean, we're playing Bloodborne and Batman right now, Arkham Knight. We should hopefully be done with Arkham Knight by the time this shows, though. Because it's getting... Yeah?
You're still doing Undertale, too, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we are. We had a little bit of a snitch, because we were... No, snag's the word, sorry. We were gonna record it, but we had some technical issues. We couldn't get the recording software to work on the HDMI cable to the computer. So we just went full on Batman for 2 hours. You can always tell when we start recording and when we stop, because when we start, we're actually talking about the game, and at the end, we're just like groaning and say, "Oh, fucking end this already." Let me tell you though, Batman Arkham Knight, terrible writing. Terrible writing.
I think I've only just recently picked it up myself after got it for Christmas. A relative got it. But I haven't got down to play. I haven't actually got down to playing it yet. I've been playing through Witcher 3 and a lot of PC games.
Alright. Well, I've heard lots of good things about Witcher 3. I mean,
it is really good, really good. It's.
I can imagine.
I think the only real sort of RPG I played recently where you feel like your choices actually matter. Rather than being, this is the good choice, this is the evil choice. It's no, actually just pick one of these. Good shit and bad shit will happen from each of them.
So is not Fallout 4 where you're like, yeah, you can say yes, you can say no, and you can do it sarcastically.
Yeah,
way.
I've heard a lot of people aren't too happy about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, just to give a little bit of background here, since that's part of what this LP is about, what we've got down here, this was at one point the Gerudo Desert, which was the home of the Gerudo tribe, which is where Ganondorf ruled. Cool. But it's gone downhill in the centuries since, so it's pretty much empty now.
I'd say you got disco dancing clay people moving in left and right.
Yeah.
Really lowered the property value of that place.
Yeah. Geldman, I believe they're called.
What now? Geldman?
Yeah. Which was a very bad romanization of Gerudo men in Zelda 1.
Wow, so if that's how the Gerudo men look like, I can imagine why there's so many women around.
I'm going to assume it's named after the desert.
Alright.
Just because there's too many implications otherwise.
Yeah,
I don't really want to think
about it. Let's not open that can of worms.
So if you've got the book, you can translate these.
Yeah.
So use a fairy? Okay. Oh, no. He took off his mask. What the fuck? What the shit?
Link is praying.
He can take off the hat?
Can you imagine? That was like a little tail on his head.
I'm not even sure how
that
magic trigger makes even less sense to me than kill rooms.
What do you mean?
Having a trigger off of someone praying. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, that's weird.
Here we are at the Desert Palace.
Oh, maybe the ancient aliens
maybe they want
like...
to maybe they want not to keep people out, but just to delay them for a time. So they would, try everything else, and then whenever they finally gave up and prayed, the door would open.
Could be. These here are levers. See them pretty often. Up here we've got an even more classic enemy, the Beamos.
Beamos.
Sees you, shoots a laser at you.
Are they also tiny robots?
They are.
That will play music for you?
Oh, no, they don't play music. They just play laser beams.
They're shitty Beamos. Oh, what do you call these guys again?
Levers.
Levers, alright.
Yep.
But they don't leave. They show up.
They don't. And here we've got a Devilant.
Ooh, sorry. What now? A Devilant.
Yep.
Why not just call it an antlion?
Because Zelda is weird. Why don't they just call them chickens?
Yeah. What do they call the chickens?
Cuckoos.
Cuckoos, really?
Yep. Snakes are ropes.
Yeah. Aren't the bats called keys, though?
Yep.
Weird.
Well, it's another world.
Of course.
Here we've got Cyclops things, which turns out are called Igor.
That's pretty clever, though.
And I ran myself out of magic earlier. Don't need it anyway. Okay, good.
No, I think you only need the magic in the remake for shooting the arrow.
No, I don't mean for. I meant for the lanterns. I was
right. Yeah.
I had to light them to do something, but just a switch.
Well, maybe it's just a naming thing, because the little cats in Monster Hunter are called, is it felines? Or Yanta in the most recent one? Because onomatopoeia, more or less.
Yeah, that's true, and I think the bats make key sounds in Japan. Like if you read manga, it says key.
Bats do make key sounds.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Bats do
Probably
make
something similar for Kuko.
Keying sound.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I never actually thought about how bats sound like in Japan.
I need a key for that.
Huh. Key. That's a topical joke right there. So, I've been watching you guys' Let's Play of Chrono Trigger, actually. Haven't caught up to the latest episodes, but you're making good progress.
While we're on a break, it's a good time to do so.
Yeah.
Although the break will probably be over by the time this episode comes out.
Wait, how long of a break are you doing? Like 2 weeks?
Just until just a couple weeks. Give me time to get these up and go back to that. So there's two kinds of Devilants. The blue ones don't do anything, you get in your way. The red ones shoot fireballs.
Yeah, it's like nature. There's the blue rabbit, which is completely harmless, and then there's the red one, which will bite your head off,
Yeah. Here's a door outside for no good reason, besides parallelism.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Maybe it's about it.
Maybe, but the problem is when you leave and come back, everything comes back immediately.
That's messed up. You have a lot of rupees.
Yeah, there's not a lot of stuff to buy.
I mean, you can always, do. Oh, right, you haven't gone to Dark World yet.
Nope.
Ooh, I shouldn't mention that. Sorry, Emmy. Spoilers.
That's fine. Don't worry. Anyway, I'll just blank it from my memory. I'll temporarily black out and lose the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. Is there a DW in Four Swords? I don't remember.
I actually haven't played Four Swords myself, Amby. You said you watched that video of it. Would you know?
Let's see. I think so. There's a part near one of the fountains where Shadow Link comes up and is a right bastard.
Yeah, Shadow Link's always really annoying.
Yeah.
I think you have to go to the Dark World and that to defeat him, possibly. You have to like jump through a mirror to get to it.
I'd say so far.
Yeah.
I'd say so far the Shadow Link of Zelda 64 is the most annoying version.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of fun when we get up to there.
Oh boy. It's I, Sahasraslasha.
So, there's a key cleverly hidden in this room. Do you see it, Ambi?
Yeah, I see it. How do you get to it? Do you just go up and press A, or do you have to knock it down by charging at it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You tackle life's little problems head on, you know?
It's really a metaphor for life.
Yeah. If at first you don't succeed, just ram your head into it until it breaks or you break.
I don't know. I prefer to see it from a shorter person's point of view. If there is something that is too tall for you, headbutt it.
That's actually good advice.
Yeah.
Found the big chest. We don't have the key for it yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got the key for the door on the right now, so you should go there. I really like those doors. They look evil.
The skull doors?
Yeah. Are they skull doors?
That's what I've always seen them as. They look like giant skull images.
I've only seen like the narrow eyes and the jagged teeth. I'd be like, yeah, it looks like a monster door. Gonna chop your head off when you go inside. You gotta wonder though, like in a world this big, why are there so many temples in here? I mean, so this small, like.
That's a good question.
I mean, if you look at the surface area of these dungeons, like, who built them and for what purpose besides storing stuff?
Well, I mean, they're called temples, so I imagine there's probably some kind of religious purpose.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine going up to praying to Zeus. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to get past some traps, fire lizards, cannonballs, and yeah, then you're gonna have to fight a boss. But then you can pray to Zeus.
I mean, that room back then, like the small room that we went in there, was actually pretty big. I mean, if you assume using D&D rules that Link it takes up a 5 foot by 5 foot square, and that room was 15 squares across, then.
Yeah, these rooms are huge.
Squares down. Yeah,
it's only 10 by 10 squares, looks like, for use of tiles.
Oh, okay.
Even that, though.
Still pretty big. Still like 50 foot by 50 foot room.
Yeah.
There should be rooms with like wardrobes and kitchens. I mean, dungeons with wardrobes and kitchens and, bathrooms, stuff like that, like a normal temple would have.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe it did have all that stuff, but they just cleared it out once they moved in all the monsters.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, well, even then, we should see, the plinth where the ancient statue was and the indentation of, where all the people knelt before it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the cart tracks from Pyroglove.
Yep.
It looks like the top head of a what do you call them? The D&D one-eyed freaks. Yeah, the one with the huge eye. Beholder, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it kind of does. And this answers the question you had before, Ambi.
You're gonna pick up and carry stones. The big rocks.
Yep.
The big, like...
Just the light grey ones, though.
Oh. Not the big 2-wide, 2x2 ones.
Those ones you can pick up, though it takes a little bit longer, but the black stones are still too heavy to pick up. Whoops.
Maybe they're made out of, like, a different material.
Yeah.
I just screwed up.
It's different density, I guess. Like the dark gray ones are steel or lead or something.
Yeah.
Unless steel, iron, whatever.
Or just a heavier rock.
It's all metal.
Yeah.
Oh, we can check out the map so far. Got all the key items already, it looks like. Let's check a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say you do. So, Idrin, without spoiling, most annoying boss so far in this game?
So far?
Or in
overall?
the entire... Well, I guess so far. You've only done 2, though, right?
Just one, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one-eyed guys, right? Running around. No, the knights. Bouncy knights. You have to kill them.
That's Armus Knights. That's the one that we've done so far.
Yeah. Oh, that was easy.
Moldorm's the one in the 3rd dungeon up on the mountain.
Ugh, I hate that guy.
Yeah. You'll get to see why once you reach it, Ambi.
Yeah, sorry for foreshadowing all this.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh. Like, I would probably know it already if I hadn't been living under a rock in regards to Zelda games.
Well, I mean, you're not missing much, really.
Nice little fairy room there if you heal up. Now, if we head outside, we have a reason to be outside. Yep. This one we can actually walk down the stairs. Also pick up a heart piece.
Nice. You are way ahead of us in this video.
Well, that's why I'm trying to be a little bit more descriptive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I said you're not missing much, Ambi, I mean, like, you're actually catching up now. I think that's even better because you get to listen to us prattle on about it, and God knows you want to hear us talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone loves watching video games while people talk. That's the whole reason we do this.
That's true.
It's the latest thing.
It is.
I mean, people like hearing us talk, right? Okay, these are cool.
Yeah, this always reminded me about that boss in Mega Man 2.
I know the one you mean. I can't remember the name of it.
I would not know the name of it.
The thing in Wily's castle?
Yeah, I think you can break them if you hit them when they come flying at you.
Yep. Yeah, I just like dodging them.
There you go. Somehow they break into way more than what they were made of.
I think you can block them. Nope, you can't block them with your shield. I was wrong.
Nope.
And I actually could have gone there early if I grabbed the key, but...
you wanted to have fun.
Yep. Do they just keep coming and then?
Nope.
Eternally?
They do eventually run out. There's only so many tiles in rooms like this.
Is that supposed to be like a skull and crossbones or a spider or?
That's what it looks like to me, a skull and crossbones.
Yeah. I can imagine them going like, okay, this is gonna be super awesome. There's gonna be tiles flying off the floor. It's gonna look like a skull and crossbones. And when they're done programming it, they realize they didn't use enough squares in the room. Like, oh, damn it. Achoo. Wow, you're like a pro using your secondary weapon and stuff. I never did.
A nice shot.
And nothing from those lamps.
Yeah. I remember playing the first game, and when you started meeting Darknuts, that's when it got really hard. Because if you didn't know, like, was it the blue wand that was good against them? I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't have a lot of experience with Zelda 1. I think the first that I've ever gotten is the first dungeon.
Really?
Yeah. I could not find anything after that.
It's insane because there's so many hidden passages and like under trees and stuff, and the only way you can find out is literally trying the torch on every tree in the forest.
It's like the old way Metroid games used to work too, before you had the X-ray scope.
It's crazy. Like, how did people find these things way back? Strategy guides. Now I remember. The Super Mario Brothers 3 manual was like 120 pages. No, not manual, strategy guide. And you needed that, or you wouldn't be able to get all the secrets. This was, of course, way before GameFAQs, so.
Yeah. It still has Nintendo Power, though.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford the strategy guide.
I mean, nowadays everything's on YouTube. Like, you don't get something in the game, just look up a video for it.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Or just do Google and there's like 20 websites that tell you how. I remember whenever GameFAQs was like just starting up.
Oh yeah, that were good times. Like, I'm tipping my hat to all the people who went through the trouble writing those freaking guides, because holy shit. Like a 400-page guide.
The guides.
Yeah. The mechanics
like put ASCII art at like the start of them.
Sorry.
And
break
down
don't
the mechanics
copy.
into like nitty-gritty details.
Yeah.
Don't copy. Here's my name in big ASCII worked into the title, so if you want this neat title, don't copy.
Yeah, good times.
Anyway, now we're ready to tackle the boss.
We're gonna do it in this episode?
Yep.
Alright.
I think I wrote a GameFAQs FAQ at one point. Like a small one that was only 20 pages.
Oh wow, that's really tiny. It's our GameFAQs guide.
Yeah.
Here we've got this boss, Lanmola.
Look at him flying over you. Faked 3D is the best 3D.
It is cool. It is cool.
For the time, this was the shit. You know, you were like, oh my god, he's over me!
Like, the main thing this game reminds me of was Bomberman Advance. Have you ever played that one, Chris?
I've played a Bomberman. I don't know which one though, but
it was the one on the GBA that had the little like monster companion things.
no, don't think I played it.
Granted, you like they're instead of having it had a campaign and the and how to unlock special bomb abilities in the campaign was through these little creature things that you fly.
Huh. That's neat.
It was rad as hell. And,
I've always felt like the
Bomberman
series has always tried to reinvent itself a lot.
Yeah, like I enjoyed that one because it was a pretty novel version of it, and because it was actually like a decent enough campaign. Had 5-6 bosses or so.
Cool. I mean, the core mechanics are still really fun to play with your friends. You're dying, Idrin.
Yep.
There we go.
I would have said something, but you guys were so into the Bomberman talk.
All right, you got the fairies right.
Yeah, I picked one up earlier, thankfully. That's why I wasn't too worried.
I can give you a piece of advice though.
What's that?
You wanna stab them with your sword.
Oh, thank you.
You can use you can use the special attack though, since they're underground a little while.
Oh, that's a good point. Didn't even think about that. If I can actually time it. Because it actually does do, I think, twice the damage of a normal sword.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, if I don't get knocked out of it.
You see how he dug his head into he dug himself into your head. This is all, of course, a huge metaphor to Dune, or a callback, actually. So you are Atreides, or whatever the fuck his name is, and you're becoming a Sandworm. Right?
I am really not very good at this game, by the way.
Well, I mean, you haven't technically died yet, but you're getting there.
Yeah. Got one of them down.
Yeah, good work. I'm proud of you.
I thought with the Dune reference, Chris, you were going to say something like Link's hat is actually siphoning moisture out of his head to recycle it or something like that.
That's a good theory.
I mean, he's hardly ever seen without it.
Sorry, what?
He's hardly ever seen without it.
Yeah. Oh. Yep, one more.
Left.
At least it didn't turn red.
Yeah. Though I do have to deal with the extra rocks now.
Oh, right, yeah.
Out.
Damn these mechanics.
Last one's always the hardest.
Yep. Is it in 64 or Majora's Mask that there's a boss like this?
Wind Waker.
Oh, right, it's Wind Waker, you're right.
But got through him, got the
Yay,
second
good work. That's the sound of a golf clap.
And, this is something that I forgot about. For some reason, they actually screwed up the power and wisdom connection in Link to the Past. Normally, blue is associated with wisdom, red is associated with power.
Yeah, green is courage, right?
Yep. And that one they lined up. I don't know if they screwed it up or if they just decided later to change their minds, but just to point it out.
Yeah. Did you guys ever read the Zelda comics in Nintendo Power?
Yes, I did.
They were really good.
They were.
Yeah. Like the one that was based sort of Zelda 1 and 2.
Yeah. The one I really remember was the one that was actually based on Link to the Past.
The manga, right?
There were actually two. Nintendo Power did one for that too.
Oh, alright. The manga was pretty neat.
I haven't checked out the manga.
It changed the story a little bit.
Oh, I'd imagine, yeah.
Yeah, and they for some reason threw in one of the Cyborg 009 characters in it, which was weird.
Yep.
But it was pretty neat.
Yep. We can see now, by the way, that we can pick up the large boulders. Can't walk with it though. Too heavy for that.
Oh. Can you hit a monster with it? Does it kill it?
Yes, you can. And it won't. It doesn't necessarily automatically kill them, but it'll do some damage.
Hey, what's up? Cool. Nice advice. Take all this
Already
shit.
stopped there.
Alright, yeah, I was saving that. Could you not? Oh, alright.
Still fucking terrified by how this guy just turns to look at you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's he gonna do? He's pretty pissed with you right now. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. You're welcome to the rupees, by the way.
Oh, if he didn't want us to take them, he wouldn't have had them.
Of course not. Take the guy's sign now.
Oh, jeez.
He teleported.
Why did you take
What's
my
this guy's
sign?
problem?
I think maybe we took his sign. He might be a bit mad about that.
Might have. Haha, that's cute.
Oh. Are
Doesn't
you trying to
even hurt
like?
you.
Are you trying to sacrifice him to the crowd?
It's a
Didn't
crap
work
battle.
Did get maxed out rupees though.
Hey,
That looks weird.
999.
Also, he looked like your uncle.
Oh, you're right. He is just for that screen.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you?
And he kind of did.
No. He didn't have the nice purple hair though.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of like Link has pink hair in this, so
He does. Yep.
must run in the family.
It's just I think it doesn't it change when you get a different outfit.
Does it? I can't remember.
I seem to recall it does, but if it doesn't, it's gonna look horrible with the red armor.
Yeah.
It's
shit,
interesting
you can change
because
armor.
oh yeah,
Yep.
This
You
is-
can get upgrades for
yeah.
that. Upgrade for attack and defense.
yeah, and different shields too. Or is it not in this game?
Nope, it's in this game.
All right. Oh yeah, you get the mirror one too, right?
Mhm.
It is very disturbing to hear Zelda 64 Link shouting every time you chop with the sword.
Unsettling.
Yeah. Not my favorite game. Whoa. This is some anime level archery fighting
Shooting
here.
each other's arrows out of the
Oh, I gotta show you. Did you guys see they made like an anime opening of the Star Wars trailer? Like they
I did
took.
see that.
It was so good.
That was
I have
pretty
not seen it
awesome.
yet.
Yeah.
I'll send you a link after we finish recording.
You should post it in the description of the video as well.
Why should my fans get the...
Why? Yeah. Why give them any joy?
I say fans. I mean, people I know that happen to watch this stuff.
Oh, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zelda 64, not a huge fan.
That's surprising. If I did have fans, you'd probably get a lot of hate in the comments for that.
Oh boy, I would take it like a man. It was, I think it was 12 when it came out, and it got 100 out of 100 for everything in the, the
Apples.
Super Play. Nice. How about those apples?
Oh, they hear you.
So did you actually... So do you dislike it, or do you just not
I
think
dislike
it's as
it.
good as people?
I
Okay.
dislike it.
And
Because
we're talking about Ocarina of Time, right? Not
yes,
Majora's Mask?
yes, whoa. That's a weird glitch.
What's that?
The grass. Oh, there we go. It was like flickering and
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Sort of,
think Zelda 64 is I guess ugly is mean to say because because of the limitations.
I know what you mean. I like the style of it myself, but I can totally understand why someone wouldn't
Yeah.
be into it.
And I feel like they I feel like it didn't really like they had the potential to make it a more complex story, but I don't think they had the courage to do it. Like, Wind Waker is really good in that.
Yeah.
In there.
You've got to kind of keep in mind, though, that it was sort of the first game after Link's Awakening where they started the idea of really having heavy story.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Even in Link to the Past, the story, it's more fleshed out than in the NES games, but it's still kind of just there.
Yeah.
And another piece of heart here, by the way.
Congrats.
How many hearts can you go up to? Because you already had far more hearts than I would have ever seen in like Mega Man or anything like that.
16?
Yeah, you need 7 hearts though. To open the gates.
I'm assuming that's a reference to something that I'm not getting.
It's an Undertale reference.
Oh, right. Souls.
I thought you were going for like Vampire the Eternal
Souls.
Struggle.
Let's call them Souls.
I thought you were going for like the Vampire the Masquerade card game. How many souls you need to shatter the gates? You did?
You mean the game briefly known as Jihad?
Oh, they weren't allowed to keep that name?
It wasn't they weren't allowed to. They changed it because they realized, hey, we might get some backlash for this.
Is it still being made though?
Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, I don't think so.
It is not. It was discontinued. Although Paradox Interactive recently said in like one of their interviews, "Hey, so we actually enjoyed playing this, and we own some collectible card game sort of studios and builds, so we might bring it back."
Did you hear about that news, by the way?
Because it was a cool interactive. It was a cool card game, pretty different from like the other ones. Although it was horrifically complicated.
But yeah, Chris, did you hear that news about White Wolf yet?
I did not.
That Paradox took back the license from CCP and they're going to actually start publishing stuff.
Oh, that's great. I guess. I hope. I mean, I'm not gonna diss the New World of Darkness too much, but they was really hit and miss with those titles.
Doing both now.
Oh.
Yep, but they're going to be publishing both alongside each other.
They're taking it back from Onyx Gaming then?
Onyx. That's the it was CCP that was doing that owned it, and they farmed it out to Onyx, I think.
All right, because Onyx is a pretty good job. I got the Guides to the Clans or something, and it was really well done. I was surprised, and I'm very, very picky when it comes to Vampire.
Yep. So, but yeah, they will be publishing both lines simultaneously now. Old and new. They're not called old and new now either. I forget what they're
Classic and something else.
Chronicles.
Yeah, that's right.
CWOD.
Yeah.
I'm
because
a huge
new was always
fan
a confusing sort of way.
Yeah, I think
like
New World of Darkness
the
was
best
never
way to
official.
put it.
I don't think New
no,
World of Darkness was never the official name for it. I think just old fans.
Classic World of Darkness was.
Yeah.
Classic was an official one, but.
Alright.
Just to try and make it slightly more different, more differentiated.
Yeah.
But
It's
probably the best way it could have gone.
You can turn her into a fairy, by the way.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
And then you ate her. Yep. Nice. That is.
It's okay. She comes back.
Okay. I did not know you could do that. Oh my god. So you can farm fairies of her.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
And I showed this last time, but just to show you in person as well. I'm not sure if you knew about this one either.
Whoa. I did not know about that. I think I read a head time manga like this.
Christ.
What the fuck? What the This is disturbing. What happens if you turn her back into Cuckoo and then hit her?
You can't. You actually can't turn her back. Magic powder won't do anything else.
Shit. This is blowing my mind.
Just turn a chicken into a person and then just leave them be. And they're suffering in their new state.
Wow.
I need another fairy.
You're terrible.
Well, there's something else that I want to show that not many people realize you can do. Another thing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you might also have noticed, by the way, in the GBA version, they don't have that dumb select a bottle and you get a sub-screen thing. It was always annoying when you're moving through the menu.
I don't remember it, so...
There's a single bottle in the item screen when you selected it.
All right,
Bottles on the side.
That was stupid. Alright, so what are you doing now?
Oh, I thought this was how you did. Maybe build a little farther away. Oh, normally you can sell things in bottles to this guy.
Ah, alright. Huh.
I guess you can't sell fairies, either that or I don't have the right way to do it, but if you collect stuff and bring it up to him, he'll sometimes buy it. Fish too, actually.
Oh yeah, I remember you could sell fish.
Yep. I think you can even sell the golden bee to him, but I don't want to do that.
Well, what do you know?
Besides, what do we need money for? We're already in the Hyrule 1%.
Yeah. By the way, how...
Oh, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, well, how long do you plan these episodes to be? Because we've been playing for like 46 minutes.
Oh, I don't do outros. I just cut it up.
Alright, I see. Alright.
Yeah.
You can feel free to censor that away then.
Oh, no, that's fine. We do meta talk all the time.
Alright.
And welcome back to episode 8, 7 of...
welcome back to episode 8 of Zelda! Why would you even put the time in to do that? That's all meta, really, you know.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing right now? What's your goal?
Well, now that we've got the Titan Smith, I'm going to head up somewhere by the magic shop where we were blocked by rocks before, where there's that wishing waterfall they mentioned.
All right.
I love how the fastest way to move is like sword first, sprinting forward.
Well, I mean,
The safe way
is
to
that how
travel.
you run?
Yeah.
I always run
I
that
mean,
way.
Sadly, I don't own a sword. But...
It's either that or the Naruto ninja run, you know.
Just for you, Chris.
Yay! That is so weird. Tra-la.
Kookman is the official name, by the way.
Cuckoo-man.
No, just Kookman.
Kook-man. How do you spell that?
C-U-K-E. Oh, that was a lot.
Alright, because if it was K-U-K, that would be a dirty word in Swedish.
Right. I keep getting messed up because the buttons are slightly off in the GBA version from what I'm used to on Super Nintendo. And I'm using a Super Nintendo controller to play this. So.
I see, right, yeah. I was just going to say, actually, that you could, but...
Yep, I've got one of those USB Super Nintendo things.
Ah, yeah. They're pretty good. I have one lying around here somewhere, but it's hard to get it to work with other titles than, you know...
Yeah.
And then obviously my Super Nintendo that has a USB port, because I would never play any Super Nintendo games on my computer.
Well, I mean, you could also just use it as a gamepad, is what I'm sure you meant.
Yes, of course, that's what I meant. Did I tell you guys, by the way, how much they would charge for a copy of Final Fantasy 3 or 6 here in Sweden?
Honestly, it was pretty expensive over here, too. How bad was it there?
It was, I would say, about $200 used.
Wow, that is definitely worse than it was here. I mean,
yeah, and
even here it was something like 90.
Yeah, and that's when it was still being made, you know, because it was
Game
never
prices
released
were
here.
Crazy back then.
Yeah. Oh, do you know why? In Europe, at least.
Why is that?
Because the company in charge of releasing Scandinavian, Northern European copies of the game, they were called, basically localizing them, was Bergsala, which was in Sweden. And they actually had a cartel going with Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah,
did they localize to Swedish, by the way? Or
some games, yeah. Shadowrun, for example, is famous for its Swedish translation. And Deja Vu, I think, as well. Really good translations. But basically what happened is that Nintendo said that everyone has to sell the titles for the same price. You can't give people discounts. And if you did that and Bergsala found out, you were actually blacklisted and you didn't get the latest titles.
Wow.
Yeah, the European Union actually sued Nintendo successfully for about 3 million euros, which was just hit my microphone there, which was just right after they sold Rare to Microsoft, for like 5 million euros. So they, or maybe it was 4 million euros. Basically, they lost a shit ton of money while also selling Rare, which was the one company making really good games for their consoles.
Because I know that games are still slightly more expensive here in UK/Europe.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's a thing with Steam as well. It really depends on where you are when you're buying the games.
Oh, I didn't know that Steam charged different prices and different slots.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, because whenever I was visiting Roxy over in America there, the Steam Winter Sale was on whenever I was there one time. And I was like, whoa, what the hell? It's like
it's really
suddenly cheap. £2 to buy all these games instead of like 5.
Yeah, and that's why.
So it's actually physical region.
Yeah,
based,
it
like
is.
where you physically are. That is weird.
And the reason for that is pretty interesting. Because originally Steam would sell games at a very low cost because it was just code, you know. And a lot of retailers actually got very angry about this and got together and basically forced Valve to sell their games at a market value.
Huh.
And I think, honestly, at the moment, they could probably get away with lowering the prices again, but why would they, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why companies like G2A, for example, have sprung up, because they're buying titles in Russia and China, and then they're giving you they're buying them as gifts and giving you the cereals for them.
Oh.
It's technically not illegal.
Welcome back, Andy.
Welcome back.
Yep. So up here, we've been exploring the region of the Zoras. That's why there's so many of them around. And like I mentioned before, these are actually a branch of a race that we see in other games. These are river Zoras as compared to I think I said sea Zoras before, but I think they're actually ocean Zoras, the kindly ones from Ocarina of Time and later games.
They live in a large cave in Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
So why would they be ocean Zoras?
I don't know why. The name came from one of the Oracle games where they actually did live in the ocean. That's probably why.
Right. Well, they do live in the ocean in Majora's Mask as well, I think.
Yeah, they do there. And actually, one of the Oracle games is the only game where you actually see both kinds of Zoras in the same game.
Uh-huh.
Which
they
is
are very different.
Yeah. But they are supposed to be branches of one another.
Oh, that's a big guy.
Yeah.
I only have 3 teeth.
I want the flippers.
Don't mock the Zora King. It's just rude.
Oh no, 500 rupees. Wherever would you get that amount of money? What's the exchange value of a rupee anyway?
About 10 coins per rupee.
Oh, I see. And of course,
or about 300 Poké Dollars.
Yeah. Did you read, by the way, that the Pokemon currency is supposed to represent yen?
I did not.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Although making sense of RPG prices really never works anyway.
Well, no, it's supposed to be like, because if you pay like 500 yen for something, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah.
And since most trainers are kids, it's reasonable to assume, you know, you get a Pokeball for like a couple of cents, or like a dollar. So it's actually makes sense, because I always was like, what the fuck? I beat this guy and he gave me 10,000. Like, I could buy a car for that, and the bike is like $1 million or something. I mean, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that does make a lot more sense in hindsight. Anyway, this is the item that was mentioned in Kakariko before, the one that quote-unquote turns us into a fish. All it actually does is let us jump into deep water without drowning.
It would be cool if Link turned into a fish.
It would.
Yeah.
I mean, he does appear to be doing some kind of sort of a
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably just sort of like the animation for him coming up for air while swimming, but it's still
probably
a bit bizarre. Well, look, the prices only really became relevant recently, because visiting Roxy there, and also whenever the Destiny expansions came out, because they were $20 each or £20 each.
Yeah, well, that's the difference. That's a huge difference.
It's 20 both times, same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
It just ends up being 50% more expensive for us. So.
And here's the actual Waterfall of Wishing.
Ooh. Mysterious Pond. Throw a fairy.
Throw in the bee. Boomerang.
Let's try one of them.
Fairy.
Yeah. Do you know where this is from, by the way?
The fairy music?
No, the fairy. Asking you if this is what you threw in.
Oh, what is it from? I didn't realize it was from something.
It's a Japanese folklore thing.
Oh.
Basically, a farmer threw in... a farmer was sleeping by a pool of water, and then a spirit came up. It's like, oh, did you drop... I think maybe he did drop something, like a shovel or something, and she came up. It's like, oh, did you drop this golden shovel, or did you drop this silver shovel? And he was like, I didn't drop either. And she's like, oh, you're a pure person, and I'll give you both.
Didn't the Dot Hack games do something like that too?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, it's very established.
Yeah. By the way,
Harvest Moon as well, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so. If you do throw in the boomerang.
Yeah. Yeah, see, she goes like, oh yeah, you're an honest person. I'm gonna give you something better.
A red boomerang.
The magical boomerang. Has a longer range, moves faster. Doesn't do more damage, though.
It can also pull out a rabbit from a hat.
Yep.
Yeah. Most importantly,
Not a grass,
it sparkles. It sparkles.
See, this was a relevant joke. A rabbit in a hat? Mm-hmm. Foreshadowing? Yeah, they're just laughing, but I'm just going, what?
Can't remember if you do this in here.
I think you can.
You do. Yep.
Hey.
I will give you something better in return, and she gives you, like, a gun or something.
Oh, hey, it's visually different. Weird.
Yep.
Can't you... No, the glove you get later, right?
Yeah, there's a dungeon where you get the upgrade of that.
Yeah.
Boink.
And like you saw there, it can do as advertised, block fireballs as well as other small projectiles like the original shield could.
Yeah. That little crab, by the way, does it have a huge smile on its face, or is it just me?
I guess I could see that.
It looks like a huge grin.
There, another one over here to look at? Nope.
Oh well.
Well, we'll run into one and then
Yeah.
I can tell you how wrong you are.
I'm looking forward to it. Boom. Now, this game has aged really well.
It really has, yeah. That's the nice
has,
thing
yeah.
about 16-bit graphics.
Yeah.
If they're done well, they'll last pretty much as long as you want.
Yeah, but it's also a thing that 3D games have a problem with, because they try to emulate. They try to look real.
Yeah.
So the older
3D
they
games
are,
that didn't do that so much are really the ones that lasted a lot longer. I think.
exactly. Games like Spyro the Dragon still looks kind of like shit, but you don't mind it as much.
I still remember how amazed I was when we got our first PS2 and how realistic the graphics looked.
Oh,
on,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was Eternal Ring.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. It was like, oh god, the lips are actually moving. Oh my god. I actually... Oh, there you go.
I guess you could see that as a grin.
Oh, no, it doesn't look like one. It's just when he's running around it.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he's got a
Looks kind
little
Huge.
tiny mouth.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little tiny...
Looks kind of like
Wow.
grin to me.
I can't move! I was actually trying to replay Dragon Age recently. I don't think I mentioned it. And that game has not aged well. It is terrible. Not good at all.
Yeah.
You mean
Before I
appearance or
start.
mechanics?
Both really.
In order to try and sort of, before starting Witcher 3, I decided, why don't I play the first two games, since I have them on Steam?
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to playing them, and the first one has also not aged well.
Yeah, I can imagine. It wasn't a very pretty game.
No. The second one's pretty good though. And it's like aged pretty well, so.
Why do I keep stepping on those bombs? This looks a little bit suspicious.
Oh, that's a blue thing, I'm gonna step on it. Couldn't possibly be a bomb. I mean, I would know, right? Oops. What?
Well, obviously it just means that Iterin subscribes to the... Oh, it does. To the Helldivers School of Disarming Bombs with your feet.
Yeah. If at first you don't succeed, call in reinforcements and do it again. Helldivers is a good game.
It is good. I think I only picked it up after watching one of your first video on it there, and
really?
did not regret it. Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah.
So do you get a kickback from the company when people do that, Chris?
I wish. Well, I mean, Andrea's looking for work there, so yeah, I hope, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I actually didn't realize it was a Swedish studio.
Oh, Arrowhead. They made
Magica. Yeah, the guys who made Magica, so.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're really funny.
Pronunciation. Yeah.
Paradox is also Swedish, by the way.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew there's a lot of gaming companies in Sweden, but not sure who exactly.
Paradox make the weirdest strategy games. Like, Crusader Kings?
Yeah.
Did I tell?
I've heard of them.
Oh, they're like, what the hell are you doing here? Right.
Paradox also make... I think Paradox also make a couple of these more old school games, and RTS ones.
I think so, yeah.
The sort of turn-based ones and isometric stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like Planescape Torment and Baldur's Gate style things.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think they've released a few of those titles, like similar ones.
Was Pillars of Eternity then, or was that somebody else? That was a recent
Sorry, what?
one. Pillars of Eternity?
Pillars of Eternity was, no, it was, shit, what are they
Black
called?
Isle or something.
Well, Black Isle, I don't think they exist anymore.
Yeah, Black Isle turned into Obsidian.
I think it was Obsidian, though, yeah, so I think you're right. I think Obsidian made, Pillars of Eternity. And some people who made Planescape have gone on to make, they're working on, Tides of Numenera.
Yep, it just came out in beta.
Yeah, and they made Wasteland 2 as well, which apparently...
So many bees.
What, bees? Oh, right.
Oh god, not
You're
the
really
bees.
far ahead of us.
Not the bees.
Just a few seconds.
Yeah.
You can live with it.
Yeah, yes I can. These guys, I'm cutting down a tree!
Weird thing in the GBA version, and looking into it, it has to do with a connection to Four Swords. They've got a third brother.
Really? Oh, wow.
I can't cut the trees like the giants. But I'm very good at riddles. Take my word for it. Not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, if you get so many medals in Four Swords Adventures and you unlock the riddle quest here, where he'll give you a riddle and you have to find the item that the riddle's talking about and carry it to him.
Wow. Does it actually give you anything, or is it just...
Yep, if you go through the whole thing, then you get the Hurricane Spin.
Oh, cool.
Yep, which is the spin attack, only it's constant. For a few seconds, like in Wind Waker.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Man, Wind Waker was such a good game.
It really was.
I was not on speaking terms with Nintendo after Zelda 64 for a very long time. And then I played Wind Waker, I borrowed it from a friend, I was like, everything is forgiven. This is exactly what I wanted with Zelda. I just never liked the realistic approach to it. Cause like...
I can kind of go both ways on it. I mean, I think Twilight Princess did it well.
Never played it, actually. I haven't played Twilight Princess or any of the other later games.
Oh, Wind Waker was the newest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've watched some Skyward Sword. I was not impressed.
Nah. Well, I'll be sure to have you on once we get to that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd love to broil in impotent rage.
Of course, that's not going to be until after Ocarina of Time, so you're going to get to have fun with that.
Oh my god. At least I'm going to be able to see someone finish Majora's Mask, because I never managed to. I always got sidetracked.
It's got a really great ending.
Yeah, I can imagine.
How far along did you get in it?
I think I got the Zora mask. Well, that's the third one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I lost interest somehow. Oh, this is that guy.
Yep. Found an old man in a cave.
Ah, I'm sure it is. You turn right here.
This is actually tying into some of the backstory of things that I plan to get into in the Zambi. So the golden power that he's talking about, not to get too much into the creation myth, but way back when, after the gods created the world, they left an artifact known as the Triforce in the Sacred Realm. And people were quarreling over it, trying to find it for ages. There's a huge war about it. Eventually, after a long period of time, someone did find it.
Yep.
And that was Ganondorf.
King of Thieves.
Yep. And when he did find it, the thing about the Triforce is, once you lay your hand on it, you get your heart's desire granted. And his heart's desire was to rule the world.
Well.
It backfired, though, because what ended up happening was he took control of the Sacred Realm, the parallel existence where the Triforce was found. And it was twisted into a dark mirror of Hyrule that he had total control over, where anyone that then entered it from then on would be transformed whatever was in their heart. He just sort of sat there for a time because he couldn't do much. He couldn't leave the Sacred Realm then.
Yeah.
But other people, now that the way was open, kept coming in there trying to find the Triforce themselves and getting turned into monsters in the process and joining his army. Eventually the army got so large that he was able to send them out to try and take Hyrule itself. That was the war that was mentioned in the intro sequence.
Yeah. And it got sealed by the Seven Sages, right?
Yep. Some probably centuries or so after he originally found the Triforce.
Remind me, did they mention the knights in the intro?
Yes. Did they?
I don't recall.
They did mention them during part of the plot, though, the Knights of Hyrule. Yeah. They were a group of Hylians, bloodline devoted to protecting the castle that were nearly wiped out during the Imprisoning War, and Link is the last survivor of their bloodline.
Yeah. And don't forget, you gotta save Zelda. She is your ...
You're gonna be disappointed, Chris. They actually took that out of the GBA version.
Really?
Yep, they actually did a correct translation of that line.
So what does he say?
Protect Zelda, I
think. She is your sister! That's what they should have said. Ah, man. Good times. I'm sorry you died, purple-haired uncle with black mustache.
If you wander into a magical transporter, gaze in this mirror. Thanks, old man. Good that you're just carrying around a magic mirror.
Yeah. He does have a granddaughter your age.
Yeah.
Are we planning to do any other series like this, Adrian, like Final Fantasy, for example?
I'm not sure. Chrono Trigger is taking so much editing that doing a huge JRPG like Final Fantasy, that would take me forever, but I haven't ruled it out.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, what you can do is like what you're doing with your Chrono Trigger, just edit out all the fights.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. The time it takes to edit all those out would be a lot higher, because there's a lot fewer battles in Chrono Trigger than I remember there.
There is, but on the other hand, like you said, it's one of the easier JRPGs.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you get Super Mario RPG, which is honestly really freaking good, and you can do that one.
Yeah, that'd be true. I have thought about doing Final Fantasy as well, just because I love that series.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking into starting up my Final Fantasy VII Let's Play again, me and Andrea, and I really want to, because I'm very tired of Midgar. That's always like where I stop playing at the end of Midgar, and that's when the game starts getting good, when you get out of Midgar.
Yeah. You've beaten Final Fantasy VII, right, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. Ambi, have you played it?
No, but I know all about it.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Have you played many Final Fantasies? You said you didn't have a console before, but...
No, I've played one of them, I think 11.
Ah.
Alright. Oh, the online one?
The MMO?
Yes.
Ah.
11 was very hard.
Yeah.
It was not a good MMO.
Nope.
They also just recently shut it down, by the way, or are shutting it down.
That's good. It's good that they shut down 11.
What was the old saying? It was like, "Hey, you took a break from this game. Welcome back. The level cap's increased by 10. Good luck killing deer to get there."
Oh my god. Oh, the worst part is once you're past level 15, it's like, yeah, you know what? You're gonna do this without a party. That ain't gonna happen.
No.
These guys, by the way, are dead rocks. With your sword, they just turn to statues, but if you use powder on them... Oh, I thought that killed them. Was I misinformed? Oh, nope, there they go. Turn into slime and you can kill them.
But wait, what? Oh, there you go. Alright,
Yeah.
that was confusing.
They seem like way too much trouble in this game.
Yeah, you are almost dead.
Yes, I am. I do not like Death Mountain.
Hey, by the way, completely unrelated, did you guys know that Andrea played Final Fantasy VII 14 times and never got Knights of the Round?
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
Yeah.
The round is cheating.
That's true. She passed me a note. She didn't want to interrupt, but that's pretty impressive. I cheated to get Knights of the Round though.
I'm glad I had that fairy.
Oh my god, Eden. But I played Final Fantasy and I got a Game Genie. And I cheated. No, not the first time, mind you. I did finish it the first time, but I didn't get Knights of the Round. But I felt like I loved the story so much, I didn't want to get bogged down with the
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I like the trend that some games are having now, where they have sort of a story mode that's not even easy difficulty, but like gameplay free sometimes.
Yeah.
Even.
Well, I mean, Final Fantasy VII is there's so many things to it, and the story is really why I played, because the combat is so clunky, you know. And honestly, racing a golden chocobo so you can run out into the middle of the ocean to find a summon, who the hell would think of that, really?
Yeah.
But I mean, I read an interesting, and I say interesting, but more of like a super annoying article by Kotaku, and I think you have to jump down into the small hole there.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out the right spot to do it.
Alright. And it was by a guy who had finished Bloodborne. He was very, very insistent that he did finish Bloodborne, but he felt like it should have an easy feature, like a difficulty feature. And have any of you played it, or...
I've watched a couple episodes of yours.
Alright, oh god, the first ones, yeah. For the record, I had never played the game before that.
Mm-hmm.
I played
these guys, by the way, just brief interruption. These guys are mini Moldorms, the worm things I just killed.
Yeah, Moldorms are cute.
Foreshadowing of the boss we mentioned earlier.
Spoiler.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun
but
boss.
basically, I agree with you that some games should have an easy option, and Final Fantasy would be one of those.
Yeah.
Because there's so much needless grinding. Like random encounters is really not a necessity in a game.
It's kind of an old mechanic that really could go away, like extra lives.
Yeah. Yeah, really. But Bloodborne is not designed that way, because literally every enemy is in the same place every time. So how you deal with them, like part of learning the game is learning the patterns.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's a different style of game.
Yeah, definitely. And he compared it to Call of Duty, as saying that Call of Duty has difficulty levels. But yeah, but Call of Duty, if you play it on a higher difficulty level, you die from one bullet. So all you end up doing is crawling slowly along, sniping all the enemies. And that's completely ruining the entire flow of the game. Because you're an awesome cyborg that can shoot electronic bees at people.
Yeah.
So, once again, Kotaku, you're proving yourselves to be completely useless at these things.
Kind of like Bioshock. I never quite got
Bioshock
it's quite higher difficulties because
Yeah.
I was just like, look at all these cool magical powers I have.
Yeah, that are completely useless on a higher difficulty level. Yeah.
Bees.
Oh, I love the bees one.
Here we go, by the way. This is a different kind of pit, you might notice. If you have this sort of parallax texture down in the pit, that means that it's safe for you to jump into it and go to a lower floor instead of just dying when you fall in.
Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. Here. I like parallax.
Yeah. It's a nice feature.
Ooh, I accidentally closed your video. There we go. Oh, right. Caught up. Yeah, I remember playing... Like, again, because I obviously didn't have that much money when I was younger. I'd play all the games on an emulator. Well, not all the games, but Final Fantasy, for example. And the old SNES, or whatever you call them, they did not have parallax layering. So they put everything on top. So you couldn't see anything. But you could turn off certain layers, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it took a while for me to figure that out.
So this tile, the tile down in there mentioned we need to get on top of Spectacle Rock. That's this structure here with the piece of heart on top of it. You can kind of tell from the shape why. And here's the thing.
Oh, there's a thing.
Ooh. It looks like a magical transporter pad.
Let's see.
Why would you think that?
Oh, I'm a bunny.
What the?
You are a bunny.
So remember what I mentioned about the Sacred Realm? That's where we are right now known as the Dark World. And like I mentioned, once you enter into it, you transform into whatever form is in your heart.
What would your form be, Idrin?
Me?
Yeah.
Book.
A book.
Just sitting there.
And Ambi, what will you become?
Oh dear.
I'd be the little pink blob. Now, how would you get out of this pickle, this strange situation?
Yeah, something that's not obvious is that when you're here, you can't actually use your sword. And I don't think you can use most secondary items either.
No, you can't.
Yep, not letting me use the bug net.
Unless you have the moon pearl.
Or the bone arrow. Yep. That allows you to hold on to your shape.
You'd think maybe Ganondorf would have gotten that by now.
Does he really want one, though? I mean, his inner form is pretty great.
Yeah, that's true. He's pretty badass.
So, you notice also, by the way, that we've got this shape here that looks similar to the Spectacle Rock formation back in the Light World. He automatically talks.
Oh, does the magic mirror take us back?
It does. And it even leaves behind a portal to jump back into if you need to.
Yay!
Oh. That's pretty good.
Why would Link turn into a bunny, though?
He's peaceful.
He's Randy.
He's peaceful.
And here we have the Tower of Hera, third dungeon. Or the Mountain Tower they renamed it to. That's a disappointing change. Oh well.
Chris, for context here, at the start of this, Idrin thought about maybe trying a pacifist run and not killing any of the guards
But
and as few monsters as possible. But no.
That's very hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like the guards deserve it, at least.
No. You could have gone with a 3-heart run, though.
No. I would never survive that.
But did you know, in
we've got these guys back.
What was it called again? The thing with the wall paintings, the remake-ish sort of sequel.
Mario 64?
No, the remake-ish sequel to this game.
A Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds. The guards are not actually the real guards; they're paintings come to life.
Oh, so that's a little bit more ethical.
Yeah. Yeah, I always felt a little bit weird fighting the guys who, they were told by Aganim that you're a bad guy.
Not even that. I think they were actually brainwashed or something by him.
Yes, maybe something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mind control.
And this, by the way, is a slightly different Stalfos. When he jumps away, throws a bone at you.
Alright, well... I think that's just another metaphor for life, really.
Yeah. Well, every so often you need to throw a bone to someone.
Yeah. Well, I mean... throw me a bone here, you know. Oh no! You can't get out.
I got out.
Oh yeah, damn it.
Yeah, you can use the boomerang or the bone arrow to trigger this as well.
Yeah.
The second
these
I thought there was
fuckers.
more like 3 switches.
The little octopuses.
Hard hat beetles, they're called.
Octoclams.
How are those beetles?
Yes.
Oh.
They're very twitchy.
And unfortunately, they're also mostly immune to the bone arrow, I think, unless I'm thinking of a different monster. Nope, they are.
Yeah, I think so.
See how the ice rod is. No, not that either.
I think the fire rod works on them, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because
They're
it's
not
more
immune to a
strict.
pot in the face, though.
Yeah, I think fire rod's just plain damage, really. So.
Yeah.
But they still fall before the might of pots.
Oh, look, there's a little star from Mario. Has eyes and stuff.
What?
Whoa. Haha. You're a mean one, Mr. Idrun.
I don't know, I think that's a little bit nicer than killing them, don't you think?
I don't know, maybe if they land upside down and they just starve to death. What about that?
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
Wait, do they actually eat anything?
Well, you'd think so, since they... Actually, I don't know if they're even animals.
They kind of look like statues come to life.
Kind of. Big key door already, by the way.
Yeah. So, how about trying to jump down? Okay, never mind.
Oh, I can do that.
Just go back up the stairs to jump back down.
Ah. It just drops you one floor below back here.
Hey, Idrun,
Yeah?
hey.
Yeah.
Link goes up the stairs, Link falls down the stairs, Link goes up the stairs, Link falls down the stairs. What am I referencing?
I forget. It sounds familiar.
If you replace Link with Lisa and put it all in a dream and there's a plane crashing,
Oh. Yeah.
it's lost.
Yeah.
I lost you, right?
This is a handy trick that sometimes gets forgotten later, by the way, and if I was actually not right next to the tile, so I could use it.
It is
But yep, you can use the magic mirror to jump to the entrance, which can save you some time later, especially in later dungeons that get really windy.
I had no idea. Man, you know a lot about this game. Oh, there's
Seems
little
like a monster that
dinosaurs.
would be good for.
Yep. Not quite dodongos, these are kodongos.
Oh, that's clever. Because ko means baby in Japanese.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, or
Oh,
child.
I know that.
It's like
Okay, that does make sense.
Yeah, koneko is like a kitten, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Kodongo. Ha! That's smart.
Guess what's gonna happen here?
Yay!
Hey.
And don't just have a key, we can get to end it early this time.
Yeah.
There's a skull door over there, so we've got to kill everything.
Yeah. You see it though. You see that they're completely flat when they fly towards you, but they become these square lumps when you break them.
Yeah.
Like weird.
In order to pass this room, you must kill the floor.
Shameful display. I am quietly judging you, by the way.
Quietly?
Or I'm loudly judging you. But hey, not everyone could have wasted their entire childhood alone in a room playing computer games.
Only the best.
Only the best, yeah. The people who had what it takes. Oh, nice. You are... Yes, that's good. Good strategy.
Yeah.
I love their googly eyes, like, "Whoa." You're gonna have a bad time. Oh, there we go.
I always make sure to have at least one because of how bad I am.
I wouldn't say bad. It's just not. I mean, you're
Just not good.
You said it. I didn't.
Well, I mean, you can't only LP games you're good at.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
But you should.
half the fun isn't watching people fail.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, treasure.
Really big key.
Like, I'm enjoying Helldivers because it just takes a very hands-on approach to you wanna fuck up. Here, let me help you.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Did you ever try playing it on difficulty level 12, by the way?
I haven't yet. I've done up to level 10 now, and it's
Oh, wow.
difficult as shit.
Did you do it
With, like-
solo or with other people?
No, with like 4 people. I've done up to like
Okay.
difficulty 6 or 7 solo, and
Yeah.
it
That's about what you
takes
can
like half an
manage.
hour.
Hey, Idrin, I'm not gonna be that guy, but you should use a mirror.
Oh, yes, thank you. That would be much easier. Trying to remember where exactly that switch was.
That's fine. But yeah, I think difficulty level 6 or 7 is what you can manage on your own in Helldivers, and it gets insanely difficult.
And yeah, feel free to be that guy whenever you want.
Alright.
I checked on, I think, like the Reddit for Helldivers and saw a video of someone soloing like a difficulty 12 Helldive.
How did
and
they do
it's
that?
Insane. Basically, just avoid triggering the patrols and make
Yeah.
liberal use of airstrikes.
Alright, yeah. I never really
They
got around
recharge
to
like
using...
in 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. Never
And
got around
that's how
to
you take
using
out,
those
like,
things.
All the heavy armor things, just take them like.
Yeah. Did you see when we tried it out?
I did.
Yeah. First thing that happens is the freaking bike lands on Dave. It's like, this is gonna be a great run.
I've never seen the bike used successfully.
No, the
Not
vehicles
even
are
once.
no, the vehicles are generally very finicky. You have to be very good to use them effectively.
The tank can be good for bugs, just because
Yeah,
bugs always have bug nests and you can shoot them with the tank and that kills them.
yeah. I
You
feel
got
like
achievement for
I
doing that?
I really like the power suits,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't
so-
consider them vehicles.
walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think reading through it, one thing I'm trying to do is use more of the like airstrikes and less of the turrets. Because once you get beyond a certain point, like the turrets just aren't useful anymore.
No, yeah, they just kill you or get smashed too fast.
Yeah.
And you just die. Moon Pearl, blah blah blah, Moon Pearl, Dark World, blah, blah, blah. So, who put these things in here for him to communicate with you?
Ganon.
Why would he do that?
Make it fair. Wants a honorable challenge.
That's interesting, because I always imagined that Ganon only wanted to do honorable things in Ocarina of Time, and then he got so pissed that he just stopped.
Just decided, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'll win.
Oh, he
however I like.
he gets really angry in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Oh, Kodongos. Cuties.
I think first time I tried multiplayer in Helldivers, I immediately landed on the host.
That is classic.
Oh, Firebar.
Who promptly just messaged me, good aim.
Borrowed from Mario.
Oh yeah, there is it the same asset?
What the?
Oh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like, I was like, is that where you fall down?
That's pretty cool.
Yep. You get to teleport right back here.
Hey,
Nice.
that's nice of you.
Now, the mean thing about this is you can actually go right to the boss up there and completely skip the dungeon item, which makes it really annoying to come back and backtrack later for it.
So you're gonna go get the dungeon item.
Yep. Just because I've forgotten
And
before.
there's a breakable wall over there to the right.
You'd think so, but I think that's just age.
Oh.
If you actually
yeah,
try to bomb
yeah.
it.
Rude.
Yeah, no, they don't break.
Yeah.
Super rude.
It's very bad.
Let's see, I think this is the right.
Oh, it's the left one. That's the right one. Oh, why did you... Alright. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, that's why I always forget to get it, because you've got to go out of your way to find it.
Yeah. Speaking of out of your way, did I tell you guys I just came home from London, by the way?
How was it?
It was,
Oh well.
it was not as cold as Sweden, really.
Yeah, we've had a really mild time here in the UK. Like, it snowed once where I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice. Where are you right now? Are you in Ireland now?
Yeah, I'm up on the north coast.
Alright.
So here we are at the boss, Moldorm, and you can see around the edge of the arena why it is that this is my least favorite boss. Do you see what that means, Ambi?
Doors? Does that mean
Pits.
there's going to be... Oh, pits. Oh, okay.
Yep.
This is the pits.
Because if he hits you and knocks you down there, you fall into the floor below.
And it resets the boss fight?
Resets his health, at least. Which I guess is the only thing it could reset, but... Yep. So let's see how many tries it takes me.
You can do it. I believe in you. Totally.
And you can't go
And
back
he's also
to
very
stairs.
bouncy, by the way.
I love his eyes. Like,
Very
whoa! Look at them go.
Giant googly eyes. A great googly moogly. Oh,
There we go.
he
That's
just
one.
basketball bounces you off the edge.
But yeah, I have a history of always getting sick when I go to the UK, and this time I've gotten little white dots all over my tonsils, so
Ah.
yeah.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are sickly people.
It's just I think
More so.
somehow the like germs in England are just completely alien to a Swedish
Yeah.
body.
It's whenever you go significantly traveling, then you just encounter different strains of mutations of like the common like,
Yeah.
viruses and things. So.
Yeah. But I gotta
And
say
also
though,
there's a lot of people in London, so
yeah, oh there is. There's a lot of people. This was the first time I saw Big Ben up close though,
Oh.
and the clock tower with it, and no one ever told me that.
didn't we
Is it
walk
what?
past it?
No, we never did. I don't think we did. Because none of the drawings I've seen of it have ever shown the fact that it's what do you call the architecture? Is it Gothic? Or is it
Yeah.
something else?
I think it's Gothic.
Yeah, because it looks very Dark Souls-y, very like pointy and little towers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I really like that kind of architecture.
Yeah.
You'd see it in the Cathedral of Milan as well. That's sort of architecture, kind of, but it's white and has a lot more little things poking out of it.
Whereas Big Ben
Go
is
for
sort of
go
like,
number 2, by the way.
Big
Oh,
Ben is
yeah.
sort of like a golden brown sort of colour, and
Yeah.
well, or probably was a sort of whitish to begin with, and has gradually gone brownish.
That's
Okay.
true. That might have been the case. A House of Parliament's a really nice building too. Very jealous. Our Parliament is nowhere near as cool.
I think our Parliament building in Northern Ireland here is like
Oh.
a giant sort of white building on the top of a hill.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a
you did it!
mile-long hill.
That was the
Oh.
fastest I've ever killed Moldorm.
Good work.
Hey,
I knew I
yeah.
could believe in you for a reason or something.
We've got the 3rd pendant, and that means that we're now worthy to claim the Master Sword.
Awesome.
Hey,
Well, we're not gonna, because we're doing a no Master Sword run, right?
Yes.
That was a trick question. You need the Master Sword.
Oh, I'm sure there's some speedrunner that's found a way
Probably.
to cheat past it.
Did you see the clip from the Zelda TV series when he throws the bomb on the ground and jumps onto it on his shield and just gets thrown into the forest? Like flies away. He literally jumps onto the bomb as it explodes and just flies away. Like not even shaky or anything, just zooms into the forest. And someone commented on it saying, wow, this is like one of those Zelda speedruns. And someone followed up with a video of Link throwing a bomb and putting up a shield in Ocarina of Time and just flying away across Hyrule at the speed of sound. Like, woohoo! Until it hits a wall.
We'll have to come back here once we get the sword, by the way.
Yeah. Ether! Nice. So what, you can fall asleep or something?
Yes. It's an ice spell. I don't understand why it's called Ether.
Well...
Maybe it allows you to traverse the super luminous depths of space. The luminiferous aether.
That's terrifying.
It's a deep reference, Andy.
Yes, what I
Not that
expect
deep,
from the
only
man.
like 140 years.
But also, now we've got the Moon Pearl, we're just fine here.
So you can kill these guys, right?
Nope, they're still NPCs.
Ah,
Watch them bounce them around, though.
yeah. Didn't he say something like he's had a bad day? Or... the guy with the horn.
He mentioned he was like, I came through here, but I can't get back. Can't
Something
get
like
back in
that,
the ship, and you're like, I wonder why you're the shit. It's because you're a dick, that's why. You're a dick.
You're a dickhead, even. It's right there on your forehead. Oh, fairy.
Two fairies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't even need either of them.
You need another bottle.
I do.
Have you bought a potion from the witch?
I have. Yep,
Then
but
you should get another bottle then.
not in this game.
There is one underneath the bridge.
That's right, yeah. So I can go get that one.
Yeah, you should. There's 4 of them, right? But one of them might be in a dungeon then, or do I not remember this
I
right?
don't think any of them are in dungeons. I don't remember offhand where you get the 4th one, though. I'll have to check that. Because I am going for a completionist run.
All right. Thankfully, that's not taking too long in this game. There are some secrets, but it's not as bad as some other games.
Yeah. Well, unless you count the Chris Houlihan room.
The what? Now?
Oh, you don't know that one?
Wait,
So-
which one?
The Chris Houlihan room.
What is that?
So in the original Super Nintendo version of Link to the Past, before it actually came out, there was a contest in Nintendo Power
Yeah.
that if you won it, you got your name in Link to the Past. The way they did that is they had an error check room where if there was a glitch when you went through a door, it would dump you into this separate room instead that just had a bunch of rupees and a sign on the wall that said Chris Houlihan.
Wow.
Yep.
What a
Really-
terrible way to do it.
Really rare to find it because you have to force an error to happen when you're passing through a door
Wow.
or a hole.
Wow.
So, well, the error check is still in this game, but they patched up most of the bugs that were easy ways to get to it.
So.
And they also removed his name.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Dick move. Oh, you got 888 rubies. Rupees, I mean.
Yeah. Not sure if that has any meaning.
Well,
Is there anything special with 8 that we could make up something for them?
there's a new movie by Tarantino called The Hateful Eight.
Is that? Maybe a Stanley Parable reference?
Don't remember it from Stanley Parable, but that was a long time since I played it.
It was more in the demo than the actual game.
I never played the demo.
There's a button that when you pressed it, it just said 8.
That's good. I've seen some other new stuff, but they seem to do pretty much the same thing again. Like, they made one where supposed... I don't know, I saw Game Grumps
Beginner's
play.
Guide?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been meaning to try that, but haven't gotten to it myself yet.
I gotta admit, though, I got a little bit bored with Stanley's Parable after a while.
I don't know. I thought it was the perfect length for me. I just started to get that feeling right about when I finished everything.
Right. Well, I mean, I tried really hard to find new stuff and I couldn't, so I was like, I wasted a bunch of time.
The beginner's guide is pretty good. It's like about an hour and a half long.
All right.
So.
And isn't it one of those games that's more like an experience thing than a gameplay thing?
Adrian, what are you doing right now?
Trying to find my way.
I don't think this is the way, though. Not sure.
Probably not.
Go into the left room again and just...
Let me just finish checking everywhere here first.
Alright.
I just... I thought this was the way back to the village.
There is a way, I just think you might have missed it, so I'm gonna try to pay attention.
I might have. So let's... back in that left room. No, you know what it is? This is the way on to Death Mountain. I went to the wrong cave. Because that's where we met the old man at the end of that left room.
Yeah.
And... okay.
Alright, yeah, you're right. I really like that. They gave him like 3 sprites for his running. He's so jittery. He's like
kind of bouncy too.
Yeah.
I like the way his hair tuft just kind of bounces up and down.
Yeah. His arm is really waving when he's running. He's like, gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Okay, the cave is next to the ladder in the light world, the one that gets you back to the village.
Woo.
And I'm going through the dark world just so I can avoid all those annoying boulders.
Alright.
Bit of a high-level strategy tip there.
For all you Zelda people who haven't played this game yet. For all you ambies out there.
Also a good life tip. If possible, go to a different dimensional world to avoid rocks.
Well, I mean, really, I wouldn't want to be hit by boulders. That's pretty good advice.
And look what it did to that buzz blob.
That fool, he should have gotten into the dark world. Those crows look like they're bald and have like a ring of hair. I go down again and look at it. Do you see, like, I think the back wing.
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so obvious now. Like they have an old man's, hair around the bald spot. Oh, bee!
Oh god,
bee!
not the bees.
But I'm gonna tell you though, if you're gonna watch our Bloodborne Let's Play, I get a hell of a lot more informative past episode 15. Because I know everything.
So you just need to stick it out through, what, 4 hours?
Honestly, you don't really miss that much. You just find the fight with Father Gascoigne, watch me completely tear his ass apart, and then just go forward to episode 16.
Oh hey, new treasure chest game.
Nice.
100 rupees for this one.
Oh wow, that's like a fortune.
So Ambi, you choose fate this again.
Okay, no, Chris is the guest. He should choose. That way, all the blame lies on him.
Okay, Chris.
I say go for the one left of the one to the right.
This one?
The middle one.
Thanks, Chris.
Wait, what did you get? Whoops. Oh wait, you wanted to make money. Alright, I got you.
Oh, I'm sorry for not clarifying that.
Yeah, every time I see those freaking chopped up logs, the roots of a tree, I go like, oh yeah, you should use the axe to chop them up. I'm so damaged from Harvest Moon. That's a game you should be playing on this channel.
Harvest Moon?
Yeah, for the SNES. It is very good.
I might do that.
I've always wanted to play Harvest Moon.
Might be a way to get Raj in.
Oh yeah, you should. Oh, she'd love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Harvest Moon for the SNES because it doesn't end the day on its own. Because they do that in later games. If you stay up too late, it's a new day. Which is realistic, but annoying. What's Cataclysm's Eve? The Bible said it Adam and Eve, not Cataclysm's Eve.
Well, this is apparently a prophecy relating to our taking the Master Sword, though some people have said it describes the situation before the Master Sword is ever taken, just sort of part of the recurring legend.
Oh. Never thought about it, really. I do like all these theories and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really... Like, you had to do a whole lot of guesswork for a while in Zelda.
Yeah. I do believe that they always were putting things in order. And they always did have some underlying stuff, just because there's too many references to think that they weren't trying to arrange things in some way. But it's really neat the way they put things together. Not in the sense that like they had some master plan from the start and all the games are just showing different parts of the timeline. That's just silly. But
they put in effort.
Yeah. It wasn't like a situation with Mario games where it was just, hey, let's have fun.
Yeah. Did you see the theory that, well, actually it's not a theory. If you finish Super Mario Galaxy, literally everything just implodes into a new Big Bang. You create a new universe. It's crazy. I remember when Mario was about jumping on mushrooms.
Chestnuts, Chris.
Alright, chestnuts. Fucking Goombas. Gearmbas.
Oh, that's not good.
Eee! Aye! Would have been great if something else came after those ellipses, like, help! Aye! Help!
You might have noticed before I got hit, by the way, that one thing about the Master Sword in this game is when you're at full health, you shoot laser beams.
Yeah, I never quite figured out what those were.
Laser beams.
But, alright. Oh, it's the Master Sword.
Got
killed that guy.
Wield.
Yeah. Who went out into this forest and planted a bunch of fake Master Swords?
Ganon.
Well, I thought he was stuck in the dark. Alright, fine.
Ganon is the wizard did it of Zelda.
Well, that's true.
Not Agazim?
Aghanim is one of Ganon's
we don't know that.
We know it.
Alright.
It's a Zelda game. We know that there's going to be Ganon. I did once have a friend get really angry at me when I told him that Ganon was in Wind Waker. Or not Wind Waker, when I told him that Ganon was in Twilight Princess.
Yeah, that's... But... He is literally the main bad guy of Zelda.
Yeah.
They would never release a game without him.
Well, no, there's handheld ones that use a different guy.
Alright, but isn't he related somehow in it anyway?
Skyward Sword is sort of the origin of the recurring cycle.
Yeah, but doesn't he kind of look like Ganon in that game?
Yeah. The bad guy in that Demise, he's sort of the force of evil that Ganon takes on. And there's another villain in some of the handheld games, mostly the Four Swords ones, Vati, that he's also kind of a reincarnation, and he's not actually related to Ganondorf at all. He's sort of the guy that was hassling Hyrule before.
Hey, are you alright? He looks dead. Oh, no, he's fine. A group of soldiers was here. Wouldn't it be were here?
Well, he's dying. I think we can let him slide on that.
The highest room in the tower.
The highest room in the tallest tower.
Yeah.
This is when you do a Lancelot from Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail, and you just rush in and kill everything that moves.
Pretty much.
Well, Link does have
You've
to
seen
dash
that, right?
forward to do that.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. That is, without doubt, the best scene in that entire movie.
I still kind of like the ending out of nowhere.
The ending is interesting, but I always felt like it was a little bit like
they couldn't figure out how to end it.
No, there's a reason for it. They didn't have enough money for the big battle in the end.
Oh,
that's the actual reason for it.
Yep.
They're like, shit, we blew our budget. Which is Lancelot running. Oh, sorry.
My favorite was always the Black Knight.
Oh yeah, it's pretty great.
Come here. I'll gnaw your knees off.
Yeah. 'Tis but a scratch. I scratch your bloody arms off. No, it's not. Did you
Did I do what?
Did you attack the chicken? I mean the cuckoos until they go crazy.
Yep.
Ah, I missed that.
Yeah. Well, I can do it again.
Sure.
It's been like, what? How many episodes ago now? 8 episodes?
Probably by now.
Oh, do you see the goats, by the way?
No, Chris.
It looks exactly like it.
No.
Ugh. Amber, do you see it? Oh! Birds.
Where?
The sign of the door. Over the door.
I didn't think of that immediately, so... There you
go. Ooh, you can't harm him. Did you know, by the way, in the next fight, that you can use the net to reflect his attacks?
Yep.
That's how I always did it.
I'll probably show it off once we get to that fight.
Yeah. I never figured out that you can bounce back his attacks with the Master Sword. I like the town song. It's like,
yeah.
Very nice and cool.
See where it is we need to go.
I gotta say, Edrin, you are the master of running around not doing the thing you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, that's what Zelda's about.
Yeah. Like, oh, I should probably go here, and you go, like, a long way around it. No, you're not getting... What is that guy doing here, anyway?
Wanted to get his sword fixed.
No, he's chilling out with his girlfriend, the cuckoo.
Ah.
Star-crossed lovers, you know.
Well, we could always help out with that. I mean, we've shown that we can turn cuckoos into people.
It is. I mean, the implications of that powder is pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I showed you that, Chris?
Yeah, that was great. I had no idea you could do that.
Yep.
Hey, now you're on the right track.
Well, I better change that.
No, go back.
Are you going to the
right, you need to get the bottle.
Potion?
Yep.
Yeah.
The bottle.
Just need to remember where it is you jump into the river to get there. There's a laser beam, by the way.
Pew pew. In the original Zelda, in Zelda 2, I think you're shooting like copies of your blade.
Yeah.
Or actually, in Zelda 1, you're shooting the entire freaking sword. Oh god, the sprite of it. They just copied the sprite. There you go. Oh, here's that guy. Mr. Potato Head.
That's bizarre.
Just a hobo sleeping under the bridge.
Yeah, well, he knows your name.
Yeah.
Wait, you named yourself Link?
Yep.
Boring.
Canon name.
You should be Skvorf. Or Zelda.
Zelda.
I tried to
save Zelda.
I love it when you do that in games. You can't do that with like Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, name everyone Sephiroth.
But in Chrono Trigger, you can't name everyone the same thing. I tried. Didn't work.
Won't let you?
No, I tried to do Lavos, but it wouldn't let me. Just one Lavos.
Huh.
Really
I
annoying.
didn't know that. I never actually tried to do that because I respect my video games.
Yeah, well, after you finish the game about 20 times, you know. That is still, I'm very happy for you guys, Ambi, and for getting to see that game being played, because, oh man, childhood.
It is rad. Like, I never had it on the... What handheld console was it on? Was it on DS?
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Though there was a re-release on
Yeah,
DS.
I think there was a release on the DS, but I think at one point I found out there was a re-release on Android, like Android phones and tablets.
Oh, yeah.
And iOS, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I picked that up, but tried to play it on my phone, and trying to play on a phone is really difficult.
Oh yeah, because of the touch function.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. I've heard there's a problem with a lot of the Squaresoft ports to mobile.
Yeah, I was looking at getting the Final Fantasy games, but now 6 has come up for Steam. Mm-hmm. So I think pretty much all the titles
I
want.
Oh wait, 6 came out for Steam? I didn't see that. I saw they were playing with 9 out.
It didn't? I thought it's out. I don't know.
I might just not have seen it. That's pretty cool.
I'll check it out later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like the re-releases. I'm not entirely fond of the achievement system for Final Fantasy VII. Because it literally give you an achievement for killing your first enemy and for using the limit breaks. Like, oh boy.
Yeah.
What an achievement.
I saw the list of achievements. They looked a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
Not any, like... They didn't look like there were even any, like, challenge or do weird stuff achievements.
I don't remember. Was there one for getting a golden chocobo?
I think there was. Not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because that's the hardest thing in the entire game, I think.
Surprised no one asked before now, by the way, why I was throwing all these rupees away.
I just figured you didn't want the money. Those are the only two options you have. I can think of a lot more things I would want. Like maybe, Ganon dying.
I don't know, I think Triforce Power beats Fairy Power.
Ah, damn. Still though, what kind of wish is that? I wish I had more bombs.
Gotcha. Chris, have you ever played any of the Disgaea games? Or Disgaea? However you pronounce it.
I think it's Disgaea.
Disgaea, I think, yeah. I wanted to play them, but I could never get them in Japanese. And I absolutely pointedly refused to play a dubbed game. Never. I played Final Fantasy X. That was the last one. I was like, never again. I mean, I guess...
Voice acting was fine in Final Fantasy X.
Oh, yeah, sure. It was great. I loved it. Final Fantasy X had great voice acting.
The voice acting was what it should be.
12 had decent, I guess. But nowhere near as good as the original Japanese voices. But yeah, I saw my friend play it a little bit and I wanted to play it. But it seems a little bit hard.
It's pretty hard, but it's pretty cool battle system. But I bring it up because the achievements in it, trying to 100% all the achievements takes approximately 1,000 hours per game.
Oh my god. That
doesn't surprise me the way those games are.
Like there are literally some achievements that you can only get like 1 or 2 of these achievements per playthrough.
Wow. That's great.
By the way,
there's like
the fortunes that you get from this that you might have noticed, a little luck or great luck or terrible luck, those actually are vaguely relevant. They affect the drop rate of items for the next 10 monsters, I believe.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Huh.
Which is weird. It's a little thing that you'd never notice, except maybe subconsciously.
Big trouble. Not in Little China.
Nope, in Hyrule.
Alright. Never mind then. Spoiler.
This is also the only way to upgrade your carrying capacity, by the way.
Right,
so
yeah.
It's a little...
Wow. Yeah. How high up can you get? I don't remember.
I think 30 bombs and 50 arrows.
Alright. Yeah, because you're definitely gonna need that many bombs.
Well, what else am I going to do with all these rupees, too?
Good question. But speaking of isometric strategy games, did you guys ever play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance?
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
Didn't finish it, but
Same here. I got bored beating up my own white mage. Do you ever do that?
No, I didn't do any sort of grinding type stuff, which might have been why I didn't finish it.
I think that the problem is it scales with you, except for some battles that are supposed to be at a certain level. I don't remember. But I ended up, standing around the white mage, just hitting him over and over and over and over and over, just gaining levels. It was really boring. But I like the story.
Yeah.
Evil East is a pretty cool world.
Yeah. I think
Honestly,
that's the only Evil East game I've actually played, in fact.
Alright.
I haven't played 12, I never played Vagrant Story.
I can't actually remember much any of the story from Tactics.
It was,
I didn't play that much of it, because I think it was my brother got it for the PSP.
Yeah.
Was what I played it on.
It's cool because the kids all have their different motivations for staying in Evil East, and
Oh, wait, Amber, are you thinking of Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy Tactics Advance?
I think Tactics.
Okay, that's a different game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that one
Sorry.
actually killed my television, so I never finished it either. I was playing it emulated, and I connected it to my really old TV I got from my grandma, and all of a sudden just went. Bleh. Yeah. That was cool though. That was really hard. I only got to the third battle or something. I was like, oh fuck this.
Yeah.
Hey, more arrows.
My brother went through a phase of liking a lot of tactical games, and because we mostly shared games and things, so whenever I ran out of games to play, I would play his. Whenever he ran out of games to play, he would play mine. So I played a couple of them, and I finished. Yeah, there was a small spree.
Work as fast travel.
Uh-huh.
Wait. So, yeah.
There was a small spree of tactics games. There's a Lord of the Rings tactics one that I had finished just as the first movie was coming out.
Oh, that was pretty fun though, isn't it?
It was pretty good. It was really easy though, so especially compared to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah. Wait, was it the real-time strategy game? The one with when you have a circular city and you build different things in different circles?
That's a different one. I think I've played that one as well, though.
It's for PC.
Is that Battle for Middle-earth?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That one was pretty fun.
That was a good one. That was pretty fun, although it was stealth in it was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it was hey, this unit's stealthed, you cannot hurt them or attack or see them.
Fucking golem.
But they can still hit you. So it just meant that every fight was create defenses or characters that can detect things in stealth, otherwise your entire everything is going to get fucked the shit up by Hashishim Raiders, because they're just
I feel
permanently in stealth.
Isn't that also a thing in Warcraft 3, for example? There were invisible units. Even Warcraft 2.
Possibly. The main thing I remember from is stealth units in Dawn of War, and you can still hurt them with aerial effect things. So if someone was invisible, you just carpet bombed the area.
Yeah, you could do that in Warcraft 2 as well. That was the worst part of that game, when you had one enemy submarine left, and it had 90% of the level was the ocean, and you had to fly around with a little explorer trying to find that freaking submarine so you could bombard the shit out of it.
A few changes to the castle.
Huh?
Yeah, we're playing Link to the Past, by the way, Chris.
What? This is not Warcraft? You had me fooled there for a second. Pick up the bomb and throw it back at him.
I'll do one that's not about to explode.
Alright. Boom. Or not.
No, I heard it hit him.
You got him? Whoa. Wow, you throwing them pretty far. Nice. Nicely done.
Can't get those 4 bombs, though.
Aw.
I need them. Also have tougher knights, killed a couple of them. We had some spear builders, and the front gates are open.
Yay. How did they... Isn't it supposed to be closed, the front gates?
They are, but once you get the Master Sword and Zelda's kidnapped, then they open up.
Alright. Oh wait, yeah, I'm mixing it up with the Link Between Worlds, because there you have to break a seal with the sword.
Okay.
Well, you kind of do in this game too, right?
Yeah. We saw that the first time we were in Hyrule. Weren't really sure what it was about. But now we have the answer. With the Master Sword, which can slice through evil magics, get through.
Yay. Look at that giant coca bean.
Also, did you stealth past those guards, or did they just not notice you?
Oh, a little bit of both.
You're cheating, Idrin. Fight them like a man.
I am fighting them like a man. I'm fighting them smart.
I mean, if you could shoot laser beams from your sword, I'm pretty sure that'd be the way you'd fight everybody too.
Yeah, I suppose.
They're like, haha, sword fight, and you're like, okay, my sword shoots
Shoot.
lasers.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, I should have grabbed that. I forgot an extra bottle.
Oh, you got the fairy.
Yeah. Ah, well. And we also saw one of those weird eye bat thing that I can't remember the name of offhand, so I'll have to stick that in the script. Oh, here we go. Chisupa. That's what
Jisupa.
these things called.
Huh. Oh, there's the guy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to nominate Link's Scream as one of the least necessary upgrades to a remake or a port of a game.
It doesn't help you get immersed in the action?
No.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Ah, there go the laser beams.
Yay, lasers.
No, I mean they're gone.
Alright. Sorry. Bye, lasers.
Just have to resort to good old-fashioned pots.
Yep. Pots are good. Those guys have a really strange running cycle.
Yeah. Strange attacks, too.
Yeah.
Just kind of hold their sword above their head and charge at you.
Yeah. Well, let's just blame it on the brainwashing.
And lasers are back.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Got
Lizard?
full health again.
Oh, right. I thought you said lizards. I was like, what? Whoa.
Oh.
That guy fell down.
Lizards are back. I like how having the lasers just makes sword versus bow battles into pretty one-sided affairs.
Yeah, really.
It is nice.
Oh, no. Adrian, stop getting
What?
hit.
I'm trying.
Shameful display.
Been playing too much Bloodborne, Chris.
Oh, you know what they say. Get good.
Scrub.
Yeah, well, that's a given. Scrub Lord. That is the best insult ever.
Lord of Scrub.
Yes. I was playing Settlers of Catan for the first time ever yesterday, by the way.
What do you think?
It is very unfair. Very unfair. Do you know how many times we rolled an 8 or a 4 in that game?
12.
Way more than statistically likely.
I like the expansion that replaces the dice with a deck that has the same distribution of numbers as the dice would.
That would be nicer to play.
Yeah. So it's like there's 6 7s in it and 5 6s and so on. And plus there's special things that happen with the cards as well that make it a little bit more interesting.
Sounds a lot more. I wouldn't say fun because I had a good time anyway, but it sounds more enjoyable.
Yeah, that's a problem with dice-based games. They get really swingy.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking to a person who used to play Warhammer 40k for a long time. No, it's fine. I'll rapid fire with my Space Marines. They'll hit in a 4+. Oh, 24 bullets, 3 hits. Yeah, it's insane. They're like, okay, how many of them actually damage my opponent? 1, and they soak it. Right.
My favorite to play was always Necrons, because just you live or die by the dice. If the dice are rolling well for you, you're just like, yeah, my guys die, and get back up, and die.
I love it.
And get back up.
I love it. Freaking living metal. They really fucked up the rules now. I haven't played in a couple of years.
I read the most recent sort of codex. Necrons are actually pretty cool now, because...
That backfired.
Aren't Necrons like... boom. Aren't Necrons like sentient now?
Yeah, they're like space tomb lords, basically, from fantasy.
That's weird.
That's no fun.
It's honestly a lot more fun than just advancing tide of metal zombies. Because there are still some of them who are... hey, we're still, metal zombies.
Yeah,
because they've lost their memory or whatever, or defects over there.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there's some who are like, yeah, we just want peace to, to try and rebuild our society. Or some of them are just...
Hold on there.
Music change.
Oh, shit.
A race in 40k that want peace?
Well, not so much peace as if you leave us alone, we'll stop demolecularizing you.
Ooh.
And others that are like, we want to collect all of the things. Primarchs, yeah, I got 2 of them in my collection.
That's just rude of him, rubbing it in our face.
Yeah, he waited until you got here. What's up with his face though? Is that his mouth, or is he wearing a mask?
He's got sort of a high collar thing covering the bottom half of his face. If you look at the art, like a veil.
Oh right.
One interesting thing, by the way, if you look at his official art, this will be more relevant for you, Chris, than Ambi, but he's got the symbol, the Sheikah, on his shirt.
All right, yeah. That's weird, though.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Well, it might hint why the king was so eager to trust him. For you, Ambi, the Sheikah is a different group devoted to the protection of the rulers of Hyrule. They are a separate clan from the Hylians entirely.
Huh.
They like to rub their arms together while talking. That's Impa from Ocarina of Time. Oh my god, she is... I'm sorry, I'm not a very graphical person, but that is the ugliest model I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, I got some shortbread from England. I love shortbread.
Here we go with the fight against Dagon.
What type is it? Is it Scottish shortbread?
It's McVitie's. Yeah, it's made in Scotland.
It is.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Butter-made shortbread. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's so bad for you.
Oh yeah. Because
boss now, though.
It's pretty much like it's butter that has been transmuted into form. Sorry. Yep, boss.
Boss. Oh no! What are you gonna do? Pew! Oh, there you go.
Not every attack though. Gotta watch out.
Use the net instead.
Yeah.
It's harder. It's cooler. Pew.
I don't know about harder. I think it's got a longer range, so I think
that's
it's
true.
easier.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's easier. Lightning.
And lightning attack. This is the origin of Zelda Tennis.
Oh god, fucking Ocarina of Time again. Always taking it one step too far. Because that got crazy.
I didn't know that the shield could block those fireballs. That's good to know. Not that time, though.
Well, no, I think you hadn't managed to pull the shield back in time.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening.
Galileo. Bravissimo. Oh no! Dark World!
Luckily, we keep our form.
And I'm gonna
Does he have
spin.
little wings, or...?
Who does? Ganim?
The wizard?
Yeah. Ganim.
Ashra. I'm communicating with you across the void, through telepathy. Why did you need those plates before then?
Oh, that was... Shut up.
You guys can go back to talking about shortbread now, by the way.
Oh, sorry, Andrew, but it's delicious. Have you ever had any?
I have not.
Oh, you've missed out.
I'll have to try some.
It's basically...
If I ever get to the UK.
I think it's basically just sugar, flour, and butter, right?
Oh.
They're kind of like sort of richer sugar cookies, would be the best way to sort of explain them.
Yeah.
Like made with just lots of butter.
Yeah. If you ever made a pie, you can make a pie dough that's sort of like it. Basically, it's very powdery.
Shortbread crust.
Yeah.
Yeah, shortbread crust. It's very crumbly.
It's the best crust.
Never had the chance to try that. I'll have to look into that.
You should. It's easy to make and it's super delicious. So.
Yep. But here we are, atop the Pyramid of Power in the center of the Dark World.
What's that thing in the background?
That is the skyline.
Yes, but what's that thing?
That's probably Death Mountain and Ganon's Tower.
Oh yeah, it probably is.
Yep.
Cool foreshadowing.
Originally it was called the Golden Land, by the way, because the skies glowed gold rather than blue, but that also changed when Ganon forced it into the Dark World.
Yeah, Ganon's a bit of a douche.
Yep.
He's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he's a wizard king of thieves. That's a pretty cool combination.
Yeah.
You've got
he
he's
cross
triple
class.
class there.
Yeah. Wait,
The only thing
is
he's missing is
class?
cleric.
Well, yeah. Noble, or aristocrat.
Alright,
It's an NPC
this
class.
is AD&D.
Well, then he's quadruple classing then. So.
Alright, wow. I never played
if he has
AD&D.
Fighter, rogue, fighter, thief, and wizard. Doesn't that make him a bard? Because if I remember, that's how
Link's
you actually...
the bard, though. That's why there's that
bard.
rivalry. Link is a bard, and Ganon took the long way there. Like Helen and Nail.
Yeah, Ganon really
how you
sit
actually
down.
got to be a bard in first edition D&D or something. Or classic.
Something like that.
Something.
Oh, it's a blob.
Yep.
Blah.
Those guys are Ropas.
Ropas. Sure they're not called Roombas?
Yes.
Oh, we found the hole. What?
This is new from the GBA version.
Oh, yeah. Alright, pardon the sound in the
True
background,
heroes
by the
can
way.
enter. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I have very loud neighbors.
Yeah. And there, by the way, we can see a familiar enemy.
It's the thing! It's Chomp Chomp.
Chain Chomp.
Chompers. Chain chomp.
Chim Chomp.
Chomper.
So if you stand around
Chain
too
chomp.
long enough, will they break their chains?
I don't think they do in this game.
Aww.
It's a funny thing about Zelda games every now and then. And originally they were actually planned to be a Zelda enemy, but they couldn't figure out the coding for them in time for Legend of Zelda, the NES game. So they just saved them for
Oh,
Super
pigs.
Mario Bros. 3 instead.
Oh god, that guy is weird.
Yep.
I don't remember him.
Moblins and Snapdragon.
Gotta say though, later Zelda games really aren't as imaginative with the enemies.
Yeah, I can kind of agree on that. I mean,
Same with Mario, really.
there's a few, but not as much.
Like if you look at Mario, like the Mario 1 and 3 had a like completely different, well not completely different, but Mario 3 had a lot more different enemies. Yeah. And then Super Mario World had different ones. And then somewhere along the line they just went, screw it, we'll have the same kind of enemies all the time.
Here we have a Hinox.
Oh god, those guys.
What the fuck?
Bomb throwing Cyclopses.
So beefy. So beefy. Didn't you say that one-eyed things you were meant to shoot with the arrow?
Those are Igors. These are a different thing, but
okay.
Might also have an arrow weakness. I'll try that out if I run into another one.
I thought you just said at the time that like anything with one large eye, you had to shoot an arrow.
Well, it's usually a good rule of thumb, but it doesn't look like it applies to this guy. Nice thing though is his bombs do have friendly fire. Just had one of those moblins killed by one.
Whoops. What's that thing on the tip of his spear?
I think it's a weird padded spear. I've never really known that for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of weird, my voice is starting to go away from me.
So, wanna wrap things up then?
If it's alright with you guys.
This is a good place for it anyway. Just first steps into the Dark World. So, hope everyone enjoyed watching this, and we will see you for more Zelda another time.
Yep, see you another time.
Yep. Remember to, if you feel like it, like the video, comment the video, do the things. We'd like comments. Comments be nice.
Chris, can you show us a
We
professional
promise we'll
outro?
respond.
A professional outro,
do it
you
Street
say.
Fighter style.
Alright, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know.
There you go.
Alright.
I'm not
I am
Markiplier.
Markiplier. I'm Markiplier. See you guys in the next video. I don't know.
Well, I guess you didn't want.
Just edit that out.
I guess you didn't want to go with the obvious Swedish LPer reference.
Oh no. This is a different show. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm holding you down, so you should totally edit out that reference to Markiplier.
I'm totally not doing that.
Oh, come on.
I'm not even sure if this is still in the video right now, honestly.
Yeah. We'll see.